Simpson's prediction about a new disease called water park disease are going to spread across America. In October 2025, a sickness spreads through water. It all begins on a very hot day when families visit Springfield's largest water park. After swimming, children notice their skin burning and itching. Soon red marks appear. The pool water looks unusual, warmer than normal and full of bubbles. Everyone who goes in the water feels weak and tired, even the lifeguards. The illness spreads very fast. Wet clothes carry the germs back home. Rainwater spreads it to nearby towns. Drinking fountains also make people sick. Swimming pools everywhere turn dangerous. Even washing hands can infect others. First, people get skin spots and then feel better for a short time. But after 3 days, they become very ill again, and many die. People get scared of showers. Bottled water sells out quickly, and hospitals are filled as doctors try hard to save lives. What do you think, and stay safe?
In 2026, everyone will become rich and pay less taxes. Comment amen and like and share this video if you want that to happen. In a long-lost Simpsons episode, the story opens with Kent Brockman on Channel 6 News announcing that the U.S. Treasury has launched a new program called Wealth for All 2026. A massive payout where every citizen receives $500,000 and income taxes are cut in half. Springfield erupts into celebration overnight. At breakfast, Homer declares he's finally retiring at 45, while Marge worries about whether people will still work. Bart immediately sees a chance to profit. He starts a business called Rich Kid Pranks, Incorporated, charging adults to pull stunts they no longer have the energy for. Lisa warns that this sudden wealth will cause economic collapse, but no one pays attention. Meanwhile, Mr. Burns is furious that his vast fortune no longer makes him special. He tries to restore his status by inventing new ways to flaunt wealth, like hiring Yale graduates to polish his doorknobs and buying the moon to block out the sun again. But the public ignores him, too busy enjoying their new riches and lower taxes. The Simpsons predict everything. If an Aries doesn't text you all day, relax, take a deep breath. They're not ghosting you, they're just living in Aries mode. See, Aries energy is fire, fast, focused, forward-moving. When they're in a zone, they tunnel vision. Work, goals, chaos, gym, random impulse road trip. That phone, it's not even in their hand. It doesn't mean they don't care. It means their brain runs at 100 miles per hour, and they forgot to update you along the way. But don't get it twisted. If they want you, they'll circle back, eventually. Probably with a, hey, like nothing happened. No apology, just vibes. And if they really like you, they'll double text, maybe even call. But don't try to guilt trip them or beg for attention. Aries don't respond well to pressure. They'll vanish on principle. Give them space. Match their energy. Let them chase you a little. Because if an Aries wants you in their world, they'll make sure you know. And when they text back, buckle up. The fire's back on.
O símbolo 33 não aparece para todos, só para quem está pronto.
On Monday, September 29th and Tuesday, September 30th, 2025, if this video just pops up on your screen, take it as a clear sign your financial situation is set to take a significant turn. Don't scroll away. This moment is made for you. First, tap the plus icon on my profile to follow and hold on to this momentum. Then hit the heart on the right if you felt change has been long overdue, because abundance is already heading your way. What's coming could be an unexpected rebate, salary hike, new project lead, or a lucky chance you haven't anticipated. If this resonates, comment ready below. Here's the final step. Tap the share button on the right and send this video to someone who also deserves a financial win. After sharing, count the letters in their name and leave that number in the comments. That's how many days until your blessing arrives. Follow now. This isn't a coincidence. It's your confirmation. Breakthrough becomes visible. Follow now because you're close.
বিশ্বের প্রথম এআই হাসপাতাল চালু করলো চীন। এখানে 14 জন এআই ডাক্তার এবং 4 জন এআই নার্স রয়েছে। মানুষের চেয়ে তাদের সক্ষমতা কয়েক গুণ বেশি এবং নির্ভুল। মানব চিকিৎসকরা 2 বছরে যে চিকিৎসা দেবে, এআই ডাক্তাররা সেই চিকিৎসা দেবে মাত্র কয়েক দিনের মধ্যে। মধ্যে। তারা প্রতিদিন 3000-এরও বেশি রোগীকে চিকিৎসা সেবা দিতে পারবে। চীনের এই হাসপাতালের নাম দেওয়া হয়েছে এজেন্ট হসপিটাল। এখানকার ডাক্তারদের বলা হয় রোবোডক্স। চীনের সিংহুয়া বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের এক ঝাঁক মেধাবী গবেষকদের দীর্ঘদিনের পরিশ্রমের ফল এই হাসপাতাল। সবচেয়ে অবাক করার মতো ব্যাপার হলো চীনের এআই ডাক্তাররা মার্কিন মেডিকেল লাইসেন্সিং পরীক্ষার মেডকিউএ ডেটা সেটে 93.06% প্রশ্নের সঠিক উত্তর দিয়েছে। ফলে রোগ নির্ণয় ও চিকিৎসার ক্ষেত্রে তাদের দক্ষতা তাক লাগানোর মতো। শুধু চিকিৎসাই নয়, চীনের এই হাসপাতালের রিসিপশনেও থাকবে রোবট। মোট কথা, এটি বিশ্বের সর্বাধুনিক হাসপাতাল, আর এই হাসপাতালের মাধ্যমে চীন চিকিৎসা বিজ্ঞানের নতুন দ্বার উন্মোচন করলো।
The Simpsons once showed something strange, a new illness people now call the water park disease. It's said to spread across America in October 2025, and the source is water itself. It begins on an extremely hot day when families crowd into Springfield's biggest water park. After swimming, kids start to feel their skin sting and itch. Red patches soon appear. The water looks odd, warmer than usual and bubbling strangely. Everyone who enters the pools feels drained of energy, even the lifeguards. The sickness spreads quickly. Damp clothes take the infection back home, while rainwater carries it to other towns. Even public fountains begin making people sick. Soon, swimming pools everywhere turn into danger zones. Even washing hands spreads the infection. At first, rashes appear, then fade, making people believe they're fine. But after a few days, the illness returns worse than before, and many don't survive. The Simpsons predicted that on September 30th, 2025, everyone who sees this video could become a millionaire. But for that to happen, you must follow 3 simple steps. Share this video with the first person on your contact list. Click on the heart until it turns red and write Amen in the comments. Don't doubt it. Your life can change today. This is not just a simple warning. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. What The Simpsons revealed is no coincidence. They suggested that on this date, a portal of prosperity would open, a time when luck multiplies. Imagine waking up on September 30th with your bank account overflowing with money, paying off all your debts, buying the house of your dreams, or traveling the world without worries. This future is just a step of faith away. It is a path laid out for those who believe, and you can be one of those winners, right? Amen. If you believe that this September 30th will be the day that will change your life forever, The Simpsons...
The dark side of Aries, what they do in anger. Aries is a volcano in human form. When calm, they're a leader, an inspirer, someone who lights up everyone around them. But once you provoke them, you'll see their dark side. In anger, Aries acts fast and impulsively, like a wildfire that can't be stopped. Their words turn sharp as blades, and their actions become sudden and intense. They can flare up, slam the door, end a relationship in an instant, only to regret it later. But in that moment, their energy destroys everything in its path. The most dangerous thing about Aries in anger is the power of their blunt honesty. They strike right at the weakest spot without even thinking about the consequences.
The Simpsons rushed to New York overnight to find Lisa, but their car broke down halfway there. So they had to go to a nearby house to ask for help. Unexpectedly, they ran into Flanders' cousin. After hearing the Simpsons were from Springfield, the cousin became especially friendly. The cousin's moral standards were even higher than Flanders. He even thought Flanders marrying twice was a disgrace to the family. Homer was happy whenever any need Flanders. The cousin helped Homer tow his car with a horse-drawn carriage, but the speed was so slow that it was frustrating. Homer couldn't wait any longer and needed to use the bathroom. Turns out the Flanders family really had saintly qualities. When there was no bathroom, they built one for Homer on the spot. While taking the subway in New York, Bart wondered how Dad managed to get a seat. They thought I was pregnant. At that moment, Lenny and Lisa appeared together on the show poster. You could tell everyone was looking forward to this performance. The director hoped Lenny wouldn't drop the ball this time. Lenny felt a bit down and hoped Mo would cheer her up, but Mo told her not to worry. If the show didn't go well, he could create some other news, so people wouldn't have time to pay attention to the show. Lisa stood aside and quietly cheered Lenny on. The director told Lenny to get on stage quickly. Lenny gave a steady performance. Having a boyfriend like Mo gives you a great sense of security. The more Lenny sang, the better she got, and Marge finally made it to the theater where the show was held, but she was still one step too late. All the tickets were sold out. Seeing this, Homer took out his nuclear power plant ID to bond with the guy. Why should us working folks give each other a hard time? So the guy let them in. Just then Lisa went on stage. Marge saw her daughter's shining moment. The show was absolutely wonderful. Homer planned to sneak his daughter away. He intended to pretend to be a Broadway fundraiser. Sure enough, everyone ran away as soon as they saw him. But Marge suddenly had second thoughts. She saw her daughter's talent. At that moment, both parents felt proud of their daughter. The show came to a successful end. Lenny thought Lisa had fallen in love with performing and would definitely have a bright future ahead. By this time, Lisa already had fans, but Marge was somewhat reluctant to let her daughter go. Lenny saw Marge's lonely expression and suddenly changed her mind. She fired Lisa, saying they would never perform together again. Lisa was deeply upset, but Lenny said that's just how cruel showbiz is. Then the director came to tell Lenny something too, that her concert tour was also being cancelled because they hadn't obtained the copyright for the show's songs. Showbiz is just an amplified world of fame and fortune. Once you lose your popularity, you get cast aside right away. Lisa's dream was shattered. She was sad and wanted to go home, but the director, who had seen it all, was quite calm about it, coming and going with such ease. And after Lenny's career setback, she settled down and focused on dating Mo. This kind of life wasn't half bad either. As for Flanders' cousin Homer, purposely took him to make fun of Flanders, but who would have thought both were moral role models? They couldn't even argue, let alone make fun of each other.
Erdogan ist tot, die Simpsons haben es vorhergesagt. Vergesst nicht, ich kann nur meine Abonnenten schützen, die den Namen ihrer Stadt kommentiert haben. In einer alten Simpsons-Folge reisen Homer und Bart an einen Ort, wo sie einen Präsidenten namens Erdogan treffen. Eine Karikatur eines echten Staatschefs, den wir alle kennen. Plötzlich versinkt der Palast in völliger Dunkelheit und schon damals titelt eine Zeitung: Leb wohl, Erdogan. Zufall oder eine unheimliche Vorhersage?
It happened. Today the world quietly split in two, and nobody noticed. September 22nd is supposed to be the autumn equinox, light and dark in perfect balance. And while it is, that's only the surface, because something else is happening right now. Something far more dramatic, far more unsettling, and most people will never realize they lived through it. The equinox is already spiritually powerful on its own, a major turning point in energy. But this one isn't alone. It's tied to something much bigger, an event many of us have quietly sensed, waited for. You have no idea what's about to take place. The autumn equinox has triggered a rapture, but this rapture isn't about disappearing. It's about crossing over. Imagine it like this. One version of you gets left behind, and another version steps forward. More awake, more alive, more real than ever before. The equinox didn't just balance the scales, it tilted them, forcing you to choose which version of yourself continues past this point. And here's the twist. This shift doesn't just affect you. It's reshaping the people around you, the world you walk in, the very reality you wake up to tomorrow morning. Most chosen ones have awaited a long time for a moment like this, and now it's here. The people who once dismissed you will find themselves unable to ignore you now. The equinox didn't just balance light and dark, it shifted spiritual authority. For years, chosen ones were overlooked, mocked, or silenced. Today marks the point where that invisibility starts to break. The same people who turn their backs will feel a pull they can't explain, finding themselves drawn to your presence, watching what you do, and paying attention in ways they never did before. This isn't about speaking louder or forcing recognition. It's about reality itself, beginning to tilt toward you. The equinox energy has reset the weight of things. Those who were ignored are now undeniable. Those who carried truth in silence suddenly feel the world bending to meet them. It begins subtly. A person who once disregarded you suddenly remembers something you said and treats it